5 years ago, my daughter Emery, who was 6 years young at the time, was asked to leave her ice hockey team by the head coach at the time, who was my team athletic trainer with my junior Perth Blue Wings championship team. And she was playing in the youth hockey program at our local arena. Kids age 4, 5, 6, 7. Boys and girls play the sport like every other sport at that age. And my daughter was really enjoying playing a couple times a week for an hour and a half with other boys and girls her age. And she really loved her head coach, who was my trainer from the junior team. And I was actually the sponsor of the entire program. It was the youth hockey program that was sponsored by myself and the Perth Blue Wings hockey team, which was yours relentless as well. So I'm sitting up in the stands one Sunday morning, and I watch Emery play for 90 minutes, and I walk down to the locker room after to help her take her equipment off, take her skates off. And I'm in the locker room, and we get all her equipment off and we pack it all up. And I'm just about to walk out of the locker room, and the coach taps me on the shoulder and says, "Michael, I need to talk to you in private about Emery." So that's never, when a coach or a teacher or your wife or your husband or anybody else asks you to talk about something, can I talk to you? It's not very often is it good news. In this particular case, I said, sure, I told Emery to go back in the locker room and spend some time with a couple of her friends. And I'm going to talk to coach for a few minutes. So we actually went into my hockey office. My hockey office was up there because I was the head coach of the Blue Wings at the time. And I said to her, we sat down at my desk, and you could tell that the coach, or the youth coach, was a little bit nervous. And she said to me, she goes, "Michael," she said, "Emery can't play on this team anymore." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Emery can't play on this team anymore. So there was silence in the room, and I said, "Why would that be? I sponsor this program. She's with other kids her age. She's enjoying herself. Why can't she play on this team?" She said, "Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but she's one of the better players." And I said, "Well, I sit up there, weekend after weekend. I'm the only parent who's not on a screen on a Sunday morning. I'm actually watching my child play and develop. I'm actually mentally present. So yeah, I do notice that she's one of the stronger players, and I don't see that really as much of a reason for her not to be able to play on the team. Usually people are asked to leave a team because of disciplinary problems." She said, "How many goals did she score today in the game?" And I said, "Well, she scored quite a few goals today. I don't count them. I'm watching the development. I'm watching to make sure the kids are having fun. I'm watching to make sure that, she's giving championship effort and she's enjoying herself." So Tristan, the head coach, goes 9. She scored 9 goals in a 22-minute game. 9 goals. She goes, "How many do you think she scored last week?" And I said, "Well, I have no clue. I don't really measure or monitor that." She goes, 7. 7 goals last week in the mini scrimmage. And the week before that, she probably scored 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. And Tristan said, it's got to the point where the other players and the parents, when they're not scrolling their iPhone, when they're not sitting up there like zombies and drones and clones and iPhone junkies, they're starting to notice as well. So I said, okay, Tristan, so what do you want to do? You want to kick the kid off the team? What do you want to do? And she said, actually, with your permission and Krista's permission, I would like to move her up to the higher age bracket. And I said, I know the program. I sponsor the program. I actually used to coach the program. I said, well, that's quite a jump. I said, she's with her peers now. She's with kids ages 4 to 7. She was 6 years old at the time. I said, what age group? She goes, I would put her in my program with the kids that are 10, 12, 13. We even had some 14-year-olds in there. Kids that are learning the game of hockey, boys and girls. So I said, well, she'll be on the ice then with boys that are age 12, 13, even 14. She said, that's correct. And so, I mean, I'm all for competition. I'm all for putting yourself in situations where you are not the strongest person in the room. If you're the strongest person in the room or the best player on the field, you're in the wrong room or you're on the wrong field. So I said, I went home and I talked to Kristen, and we both agreed that we'll give it a test and we'll see how she does. And Emery did not want to switch teams. These are her friends, especially the girls. And she was like, Daddy, I want to play with my friends. So she's an open-minded kid. She said, okay, I'll try with the older kids. And to make a short story long, it worked out very, very well. After a couple weeks, she made new friends. She improved her skill development, really improved being on the ice with the bigger, stronger players. The only time she was there when she was on the ice, so she wasn't influenced in any other way by more mature or older kids. So it worked out very well. So I remember I was talking to Tristan, the coach, and she said, Michael, she says, how in the hell did she get so good, so strong, and so much better than all the other players when you've constantly told me that Emery doesn't even care about hockey? She could take it or leave it. That you never put her in hockey camps. You never even put her in regular hockey. You never push the sport on her. I don't hear her, training like these other coaches, going to hockey schools, hockey camps, putting in these massive commitments to the game. And she said she's 10x better than all the boys and girls who do. She could play on a traveling team. She could play on an all-star team. She can play with boys that are 12, 13, 14 years old. She's only 6 years old. She just scored 9 goals in one game. I said, Tristan, you know me. I'm the guy that never misses, right? I never miss a practice. I never miss a film session. I never am late. I never miss, no matter if I'm feeling good, bad, sad, happy, motivated, demotivated. I never miss. Everybody else's I never miss. She goes, that's right, coach. That's why we're Barclay Cup champions. I said, well, that little girl that just scored 9 goals and is better than all the other players by a long shot, never missed for the first, I don't know, almost since she was age 1, maybe a little bit younger, 5 minutes a day. And Tristan, the coach, was fascinated. She said, what do you mean 5 minutes a day? I said, Emery doesn't love the game. She loves other things. But even when she was a baby, and I would get up at 5 in the morning every day, never miss, with her, and I would put her on the change table, the diaper change table. And I said, after I change her diaper, on the change table, I had a yellow tennis ball, and I had one of those black plastic mini sticks, mini hockey sticks. And I said, after I changed her diaper, she'd be giggling and smiling at me, ready to start her day. And we would get moving, exercise. So I'd do the bicycle with her legs, where you go like this with the legs and the knees. And she would laugh and laugh. And the faster I would do it, the more she'd laugh. And then we'd do the punches with each arm, left, right, left arm. I'd get her to turn over her fist, turn over her fist, turn over her fist. So we do bicycle, 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 bicycle with her legs, me just rotating them like this. Big smile, giggle. And then we do the arms with the punches, the punches, the punches, all this movement. And then we would take the tennis ball in both hands. We do the left hand first, and I'd be doing it for her. She's like 6 months old. She's like 12 months old. She's like, maybe a year and a half old. And we would do like, I don't know, 25 or 35 or 45 with the ball, just pretend throws hanging onto the ball. And then we do with this arm, perfect rotation. So I get her legs moving and I get her arms moving, and she's laughing and giggling. She's throwing, she's bicycling, she's punching. And then after that, for just 5 minutes, I would play mini sticks with her, mini hockey sticks. And I'd take that little black hockey stick, and I would have one too. And on the floor down below, after she was off the change table, it didn't matter when she was 6 months old, a year old, 2, 3 years old. And and even when she got to 4 and 5, we had the little plastic nets, and we would play 5 minutes of mini sticks with a little red ball, just back and forth. She would stick handle, she would score, I would stick handle, she would score. She'd be the goalie, I'd shoot on her, and we play for 5 minutes, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year. And we did it from, I'm gonna say, by the time she was 3 to 4 to 5 months old, so an infant, all the way up, ages 3, 4, 5. We never missed a day. Got to change diapers. You got to get your kids going. I never missed a day. You don't take a day off with that stuff. And this is when Krista would be sleeping. And then I'd put Emery in the stroller after the 5 minutes of playing mini sticks, and I'd walk for an hour. And we'd walk on the beach when we were in Florida. We'd walk in the snow. We'd walk in the heat. We'd walk in the rain. We would walk outside in nature for an hour. And by the time Emery was 5 years old, 6 years old, we had done this every single day for 5 minutes for 365 days a year. We didn't miss one single day. I don't miss. You miss. I don't miss. And I said, that's how and why that kid scores 9 goals a game. No hockey schools, no hockey camps, no other competitive team, no special coaching, no special teams, no 2-hour sessions, 5 minutes a day. I said to Tristan, you see these kids here, they're on the ice for an hour and a half, once or twice a week. They never touch a hockey stick. They never put their skates on. They never touch a puck for another 7 days. So 90 minutes and then nothing for 6 days, another 90 minutes, nothing for 6 days, another 90 minutes, nothing for 6 days. And at the end of this season, you'll notice the kids developed just a little bit. It was mostly stop, start, stop for 6 days, stop for 6 days. But you watch one of the youngest kids on the ice, a little girl, and she scores 7, 8, 9 goals. She's the best skater. She's the best player. And she practices 5 minutes a day. And Tristan was like, wow, Michael, that's probably the most eye-opening feedback or secret I've ever heard from you as your trainer for 6 years. Tristan was my athletic trainer. Hell of a coach, championship female player. She was on the national champion females hockey team back in the day. Just a kick-ass winner. And she was great, outstanding with the kids. But she had never heard such a thing. How in the hell can somebody get so good at something that they barely ever play? C&C. Consistency and compounding. The two deadly C's. Consistency and compounding. She didn't miss. Because I was her father, because this was what I did every morning to help Krista get a little bit of rest, because I fucking loved it, we did this for 5 minutes a day, mini hockey sticks. And we did the leg movements and the arm movements and the throwing of the ball. You should see this kid throw a ball. And she doesn't care about any of it. Her sport is horseback riding. Her sport is equestrian. Doesn't mean she's not the best player on the ice. Doesn't mean she isn't the best player at the tennis court. She is. Doesn't mean she isn't the best pickleball player. She is. 5 minutes a day, 365 days a year. The power of compounding. Other kids, camps, hour here, 2 hours there, special coach, special training school, mental coaches, private instruction. They don't have a chance against this. I never miss. I've been telling you guys forever that you start at 5 or 10 minutes a day, a new habit like walking, like reading real books, like writing or deep work. 5 minutes a day drinking water, 5 minutes a day doing Hindu squats or push-ups or sit-ups, 5 minutes a day. That's it. 5 minutes a day. Put on your shoes. Go out the door. Put on your rucking vest and walk. 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Compound it over 30 days, over 60 days, 90 days, over 365 days, and you literally transform in front of people. People you don't see consistently will say to you, what the hell happened to you? What have you been doing? That's how you lose 25 pounds. That's how you pack on 20 pounds of muscle in a year. That's how you change your marriage. That's how you change your bank account. That's how you become rich. That's how you become a world-class copywriter. That's how you become mentally healthy. A day. But the stop and start, that's the blueprint of the loser. That's the weekends make you weak. 2 good days, quit a day. 3 good days, quit. You never get any fucking momentum. Most humans that I deal with, most elite businessmen, entrepreneurs that I deal with, they miss. They might go 3 days and then they stop. And then because they missed a day, they miss a second day. And then because they missed a second day, they missed a third day. And because they're pissed that they missed a third day, they missed a fourth day. Stop and start, stop and start, stop. They have no momentum. See, I don't miss. I don't miss ever. Walking, writing, reading. I can count on one hand in the last 20 years, one hand that I didn't put my shoes on, I didn't read, or I didn't write. One hand. One hand. So compare your momentum to mine. because you've got more talent than I do. You have more God-given ability. You're probably bigger, you're probably stronger, you're probably smarter, and I own your fucking ass. 9 goals a game. 9 goals a game. We can't have her here anymore. We can't have her here. She's making all the kids look bad. The parents, the kids. It's like Sidney Crosby's on the ice. It's like Wayne Gretzky's on the ice. What are you doing? The hell are you doing? And we didn't miss. And we didn't miss. So a person gets serious when they commit to 5 or 10 minutes a day of something. A new habit, 5 or 10 minutes. I've worked with guys who have quit drinking for a year, 2 years, 3 years, even in an AA program. And they start drinking again. Who the hell starts drinking again after 1, 2, 3 years of sobriety? Most. Because they miss. Well, I thought I deserved a drink. It was my birthday, or it was Christmas, or it was New Year's Eve, and I've got, 3 years under me. I've got control of it. They miss, and then they miss the next day, and they miss the next day, and they miss the next day, and the next thing they know, they've been drinking for the last 2 years. Some guys drink 2 glasses of water every morning for a year, and then they miss. I was on vacation. My wife and I were in Mexico, and mom and dad are sick, and then they miss, and then they miss, and then they miss, and then all of a sudden, that gallon water jug, they don't use it. It's been in the cupboard. It's been in the cupboard for 8 months. I don't miss. You miss. You miss. I know I'm going to whip your ass because I know you're going to miss. I'm counting on you missing. I'm counting on you not being able to walk every day. I'm counting on you not being able to drink the water every day. I'm counting on you not being able to do the deep work writing every day. I'm counting on you not being able to send an email consistently. I'm counting on you not being able to shoot a video every day like I do. I'm counting on you missing the gym. I'm counting on you missing because I don't miss. I can't beat you unless you miss, and you never fucking disappoint. Could be 3 days, could be 3 years, but you'll miss because it's about you. When it's not about you anymore, people say to me all the time, they say, Michael, how the hell can you go 2 decades and not miss? How can you shoot 2 straight years of videos? How can you write 3 years straight of emails and counting and never miss? How can you read every day for 20 years straight? How can you write every day for 19 years straight? How can you walk almost every single day for 2 decades? Aren't there days you don't want to do it? There are, but it's not about me. Because I'm on a mission to help 1 million men, because I'm on a mission, because it's no longer about me, then I don't miss. The second it becomes about me, I'm going to have a problem training, walking, reading, writing, eating the right foods, not drinking. That's the bottom line. Because I'm at a high frequency serving other people, my life is now about service. This next chapter of my life is about service. My chapters before this were about me getting mine. My money, my prestige, my attention. Now, I'm a man on a mission I'm serving the people I've been called to serve. If I make money doing this, great. But at the end of the day, I'm a legacy builder now. I'm living a life of significance now. I'm building my legacy for when I'm gone, for my child, for my daughter, for my grandkids. So when you start to think like a legacy builder, like after you're gone, when you finally answer the call to serve somebody else beside, when you stop being such a selfish son of a bitch, this stuff becomes fucking simple. Walking is simple for me. Reading is simple for me. Deep work is simple for me. You want me to write 10 emails like I did yesterday? I can do it with half my brains tied behind my back because it's about serving you. If I was just motivated to do it myself, I'd be missing. And we both know I don't miss. 9 goals. 9 goals. 9 goals by a 6-year-old who practiced with her dad 5 minutes a day, but never missed a day. I have a free copy of my brand new digital book for you to download at the link below. You'd have to be a dumb bunny not to take me up on that. It's a free offer. There's nothing else to buy. You couldn't give me money. brassballsvideos.com. It's my new book. It's only 22 pages. You can read it in one sitting. You can print it off. You can read it on your dumb phone. I don't care what you do, but you need to read it. You need to share it with your adult children. You need to share it with your queen. You need to share it with your managers, the leaders. You need to share it with anybody in your life who needs a mental kick in the pants. It's called The 5 Ways to Unfuck Your Life in the Next 30 Days. Do you think there's a few people in 2024 that need to hear that message? The 5 ways that you can unfuck your life in the next 30 days? Man, oh man. That's 31 years of pro coaching, amateur coaching, winning championships, losing championships, embarrassments, humiliations, victories in business, selling $153 million of products and services, winning clients, losing clients, on and on. Being a husband, being a father. The link is below, brassballsvideos.com. I'll leave it up for a couple more days and then I'll take it down. It's a 22-page digital book. The title again, The 5 Ways to Unfuck Your Life in the Next 30 Days. Share it, print it off. In the comments, let me know what you think about it, whether you like it, whether you loathe it. I don't care. 9 goals a game. 9 goals a game because of CNC. Consistency and compounding. Consistency and compounding. Consistency and compounding. She was just a little infant. She was just a toddler. She was just a little kid. She never missed because her pop never missed. She never missed. She didn't even like the sport and she doesn't even play it anymore. 9 goals a game. 9 goals a game. Compounding, consistency, 5-10 minutes a day, never ever missing because everybody else will miss. That's how it's done. That long play game, that long-term focus, that belief in the process. If I keep chipping away, if I keep putting on my shoes, the outcome will take care of itself. Oh, and by the way, the outcome always takes care of itself. Chip away, pound the rock, chip away. You hit it that 2,000th time, that 5,000th time, that 10,000th time. Doesn't even look like the boulder is going to break. And then boom, it cracks wide open when you hit it with that pickaxe for the 10,000th time. That's the pound the rock concept. 9 goals a game. 9 goals a game. Can't play on the team. I'm proud of that. We'll go to the next team. 9 goals a game. 5 measly minutes a day literally transform your life over a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You can download my new book below. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that'll change your life. 5 minutes at a time. Be relentless.